Hi, Army. So, I want to do a very special reading tonight, and I will call it My Past Life with BTS. And this is all about your past life with the boys, because I strongly believe that we all share a past life with our boys. And I want to do this as a series on my channel too. And yes, I want to do it. I want to do 3 readings today, and I'm looking for the stones I'm going to use for you to choose. So this is carniol. It's a red stone. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I want to choose that for part 1. Then I want to use I want to use that because it's called snowflake. It's an obsidian. And because it's snowflake, I want to use it. And let's see. Oh yeah, and let's take a blue stone. Sodalite. This is beautiful too. It's blue. Can you see that? The difference? So let's take this blue and see the black and the blue, the difference? I think, right? Yes. So those are our 3 stones. The blue one is for reducing blockages. This is the for protection, and this first stone, the carniol, is for having fun, having fun in life. So please make your choice, and then we look at your past life with BTS. Yay! So we start with the red pile. Yay, let's do this, Army. I'm very excited to do this reading, because I have no idea how this turns out. This will be my first reading ever of this kind of thing, so we must see. Let's use 2 of those things. One for your side and one for our cutie side. Yay. Yes. Put the stone here. Yes. So let's see. Let's see how you looked first and our cutie. First, we want to look with whom you spent your past life, or one of your past lives. I know, we had many past lives. So this is to choose our cuties. This is to choose how you look like. Yay! This is fun. I can sense that. Okay. So let's do this, Army. Let's first look at how you looked like. So please, universe, please tune in. We want to use carniol as first stone, and we want to look at one Army past life with one of our boys. So please give me an Army's past life with one of our boys. First, we want to choose how that Army looked like. So please give me how that Army looked like. Okay. And I want to see with whom Army spent their lifetime. With whom of our cuties. Oh. Those are all. We're going to choose until one pops up. Okay, Army? We don't want to take all. Probably had past life, all of us, with everyone. It's Jin. Ooh. So let's see. I'm getting a chin picture now. I'm getting a chin pic. Where we have Jin. Jin. Yeah. So here we have Jin. I love that epiphany picture. We're going to use that. And I put it here in the frame. So we have it nice and cozy. Nice and cozy with our boys. Doing a past life reading. So we're getting the energies and spirit knows what we're wanting from them. Aww. Beautiful. So this is beautiful, Army, right? Wonderful picture. So this will be your past life with Jin. I put that picture away. Okay. Okay, Army. Let's do this. So, let's look at your past life with Jin. This is how you look like. Wow, you were mermaid. Okay. It's like a fairy tale. Yeah, what I see is that you were dreaming a lot. You know, like in old days, you might have lived in the 18th century. You know, when those stories were written with the mermaids and stuff? Like when was that? 1860 around? And you were dreaming of that mermaid. And I see you were the Five of Cups energy. Yeah, you were not satisfied with your life. And look at there's a ship in the background. Very interesting. Look, this is like the 1860. Yay! Maybe you were a traveler on sea. Maybe you were moving to America, to the United States, you know? Wow. Very interesting. See that ship in the background? I was right with the 1860s. Very interesting energies. Very interesting. Want to get more light. Wow, I love this lighting situation. That looks very interesting. Yeah, let's use this. Let's use this lighting situation so we have something different because I want to have it nice and cozy. So let's see what the topic of your past life. What was the task you had to complete in the past life with our Jin? Even Jin looks like in the 1860s. Doesn't he? With Epiphany? It's very interesting. Universe, please give me a topic of the past life of this army. Oh, why it's always flying? It's flying. Wow. Look at this. It says power. This was the theme of your past life. And I also see it here with the stone because it says happiness in life, finding happiness. Oh, I think you're moving to the States to find freedom. That's why the ship is here. You were traveling there. That's very interesting. My decoration is destroyed. Let me fix that army fast. Is that working? Yeah. Wow. Looks how there's the sun here above her head. And on that sun rays, it's like northeast. There are like, directions. How do you call it in English? Direction from the wind, like southeast and west. And see that ship here? She's traveling to? Wow. Yeah, I think you were looking for power. You had strength. Maybe you were also an artist. Look at this. Trying to find power, having power on your own also. This reminds me of a single woman trying to find her destiny, in another country. And because I chose the picture with Jin and the piano, I think it had also something to do with music being on stage. Because I see here, it's like in the movies in the 1930s. Look at this. It's like this art, this artist. Wow, it's very interesting. Like someone who, maybe you were into the movies. Yeah, and you're moving to find your freedom. Give me a card. What was your past life all about? Give me a card. Yeah, look at this. It says wars and battles. And this is like in the 1860s. Yes. Wow. So maybe you had to move because of the war. Civil War is this. This is the picture of the Civil War. And I just had the feeling that yeah, you were kind of alone because, I see a woman alone in this time with a ship there in the 1860. Yeah, I strongly have the feeling that you were alone. It was wartime and you went by ship to another country or maybe to somewhere else. You traveled to find your freedom and you had power. You were someone who was independent as a woman. Wow, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see Jin's side. Let's do this for both of you. So you are this independent woman. This is the time, so the 1860s. Let's see Jin. What was Jin's purpose? Universe, show me Jin's. In this lifetime with that army, what was Jin's task he had to complete? Wow. Again, it looks like in the 1860s. That's like the Civil War time, doesn't it? I mean, the clothing looks like in the 1920s, but, well, he had everything to do with balancing. And maybe because I chose that picture, maybe he used music. Maybe he used music. Maybe he was a musician in that time too. So, very, very interesting. So let's see how you guys met. Give me 2 cards for this side and 2 cards for this side and 1 in the middle. How this couple met and, yeah, how was your relationship with each other? I get the other one. 3rd card, please. And 2 more cards, universe. Oh, wow. Give me more cards. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the Fool here? I feel like that is more. What is here? The Knight of Cups. Sometimes I feel the energies are not fitting and I'm seeing another card that fits it better. So I take that, you know. Okay. I want to do names later too. Why is this here? Why is this here? Give me here a card. Why is this card here? Why is this card? Ah, very interesting. Oh, wow. Both the 7 cards. Okay, let's see your story, Army. So I see here, yeah, you were poor. I saw that in that card too. You were trying, I think it was war. It was the 1860s and you were poor. Look at this. And you were alone on your journey. I see that here too. See that, like, that woman or girl, she's walking like she has nothing. And she's walking and doing a journey to find her destiny. And this card is about a new start. So, yeah. And you took your own, like, maybe you were 37 years old when this happened. And you took everything you had and you know, you left to go to another country. I see that here too, you know. You made everything possible, had a new start and moved, but you took it in your own hands and you moved somewhere else. You used that power and you tried to make your fortune somewhere else. You traveled to another place. And look at this. I also see that here. Look at this. This is a woman that's in the military, you know, and this is air energy. So she uses her sword's energy, you know, her power, the mind power, thinking. Yeah. So this is a new start, completely new start somewhere else. So she traveled somewhere. And this had to do something with work. So you were one of the first women who worked. Yeah. And we have the Two of Wands here too. You made plans to go somewhere else. Because you were poor, you had a new start, and this is all about work. You went somewhere else to another country for work. And look at this, it's like a progression. 37, 38. You went from poor with a lot of work, you know, you became someone. Look at this. This looks for me like someone who's in power, who has power. Like you went somewhere and because of your hard work, you reached a position with power. I don't want that my cards get burned. Yeah. So that's what you did. And you found Jin, and yeah, I think it's a love situation. Yeah, you fell in love with him. Jin was a king of swords. Look at him. He was older than you. I see that here, but you both were, like, I see it in the traveling business. He looks like someone from, also like in, you know, someone who's flying, someone with power. Yeah, I think he had a lot of power. This looks like an authority figure for me. A lawyer, because the swords energy is a lawyer. Someone who's, who has to do with law. Or in the ship business. Look at this. It looks like the Titanic. Oh my. So maybe this was in the 1860, but we're speaking here of 1900. So this maybe is a progression also of your life, you know. This is your husband when he was older, and that's Ginny. He was the King of Swords, and you fell in love because the ace, he was the one for you in love, yeah. This says big luck. He was the one. You found luck with that person. I think you also married because the swords energy is also legal stuff, so I think you guys married. Yeah. Oh, look at this. It's like 7-7. Wow, I wonder what that is all about. This says a nice letter. And see, this is like a letter, communication, a new start, living somewhere else. You were happy, you were on top of the world. Look, the Fool is up on top of the world. Maybe you had a dog. Let me see. Because, yeah, those are two people that belong together. Oh, wow. Those are two people that belong together. Yeah. You guys are soulmates. Oh, and this 7 is a spiritual number, so you meet in every life. Oh, wow. Look at this. It says 6 and 7. Yeah. You know, this is just a short passage of your past life. And I see here that you took your own power in your hand. I think you were the one that made it possible because you moved somewhere else. You were poor. You went to work somewhere and you made, because of your power, you know, you made yourself a name. Even as a woman, you were one of the first women who worked. Look at this. You were very powerful. And you found in the King of Swords, that was Jin. In his past life, he had to work on balancing, centering himself. So maybe he worked too hard in that past life, because I see that here too. Someone who was studying a lot, you know. That's why he could have been in the, like a lawyer, in the marine business, something. And you were maybe in the military. Could be, you know. And yeah, I see here you guys married because this is also for me legal papers. And you had a completely new start. And those are two people for me that belong together, you know, even if they look different. But the Knight of Cups is someone who gives their cup, like a love, and a new start in love, yeah. And this is clarified by a woman, you see that? And this in letter, a new start as a marriage, yeah. You guys married in this past life, and this was your big love. A happy, very happy marriage. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I want to get one end energy of this all. I want to see why this past life was important for this life now. So we get one energy card. Why was this past life important for this life? This card wanted to come up. So I see, oh, new start. Look at this. Wow. Look at this card, Army. So I see here a Fool. Again, this new start. Maybe in this past life, because you experienced that and you had this power of the divine feminine to start all over new. And this past life was important for you, and that's why Jin is in your life. Again, maybe you are Jin biased, you know, maybe not. But see how sad she is. It's like, again, the same energy like this, you know. And this divine feminine energy was there this past life to show you that a whole new start could lead to something as beautiful as that marriage you had with Jin. And I see here, if the doors are closed in this life for you and you feel like this right now, like you want peace of mind, you want, yeah, you tried all your magic, but it didn't work, you know? And because she closes her eyes, I can see that this reading is very interesting or very important for you because it shows you an insight. So if this reading kind of resonates, you know, and with past life reading, it is like this. If you feel, or if you're crying during that reading, or if you feel like, if you see that picture of Jin playing piano, or you see pictures of here, and you kind of feel something, then you know this is your past life, you know, because you never know. This is a reading, you know, and this is a general reading, not like a private reading. And so you can only feel the energies if you know, if it resonates with you. And then maybe right now in your life you have a similar situation where Jin comes as BTS in your life and you really love him or you adore BTS, to look inside yourself and find that magician. A magician is someone that has all the power to change their life for the better. And that's what you did in this past life. That's beautiful. That's what you did here. You used female power and you became, look at this. I mean, I can just go by what I'm feeling, by what I'm seeing and what spirit is telling me, but you changed your life for the better. You were someone poor, and at the end of your life, look at you. You were living in this beautiful house. Jin was your husband. You guys were married because I see the contract here. All those sevens, this is a spiritual connection. That's why Jin is here in your life again. So if you're Jin biased, you know for sure you have a spiritual connection if this applies. And he's here to make you see that everything is possible, also in this life, you know? You just have to work your own magic. This is the magic that comes out of yourself, you know? And to break those boundaries. See those boundaries, those fences behind you? To break those. But you feel locked right now. You cannot move. You're very sad. But the time will come, you know? And maybe for someone, this reading here is very important right now to see, okay? So that's what why I'm doing this. So this was part 1, the carnival stone. So let's move on with our reading about your past life with the boys. So let's see. Now we move on to the obsidian. It's also called snowflake stone. That's why I wanted to take it, because it reminds me of Teangi. So let's see. Let's see how Army looked like and who you spent your past life with. So please, the universe, give me a card. Who this Army with the obsidian, who chose the obsidian, how does this Army, how was the energy of this Army's past life with one of our boys? How was the energy of Army's past life with one of their boys? Okay. Wow, look this. The chariot. Looks like you're flying. Look at this. She's playing with chess. Huh, very interesting. Let's see who the universe, who was the boy of our cuties we spent past life with. Who was the boy this Army spent past life with? Who was the boy to the chariot? Oh wow, we have Juni. Ooh, ooh. Wow. Okay, let's get a Juni. Let's get a Junie card. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Army, you spent your life. You met Junie in your past life. Very interesting. Look at him. Here we have him. So, please keep that. Universe. Okay, so you spent your past life with Junie. You were the chariot. What was the theme of both of your past life? Let's see. What was the theme of both of your past lives? What was the theme of that past life, universe? Oh, wow. Look at this. You might have been building a church together. Look at this. Could also be like very long time ago, like in biblical age. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So let's see. Let's see what that past life. How did you meet? Give me 5 cards, universe. How did the two of them meet? What was the relationship between the two of them? We should get the cards also. What were your goal for each of you? What was your life lesson? Okay. So we do that later. Universe, what was the life lesson of each of our cuties and our army? The star doesn't want to go from my hand. Okay, let's see. What was the life lesson from the chariot, from that army? What was the life lesson? Oh, okay, we get 2. Let's flow to the chariot and I take the other one that fell down for Junie. Okay, army. So we see what happened here. Oh, man. Wow, look at this. This was your life lesson in that time when you spent that past life. Look at this, to gain wisdom. The owl is for me also the symbol of wisdom. That's beautiful. And I also see that here. Look at this chariot. This for me looks like a woman. She gained a lot of wisdom because she's flying up in the air and like, you know, looks like in Asia. Looks like even in India. Wow, she looks like a woman that is different than the usual type what was living in that time. Very interesting. So you gained wisdom with that life. And let's see what Junie. Oh my god. Look at this. Sanctuary. That's like biblical. Look at those cards. Maybe you both were building a church. This is like a church. Maybe Junie was a church leader. You never know. Wow. His life lesson was to give sanctuary to people, to give help. Yeah. Maybe you were a woman that had no home or was, coming to the church where Juni maybe was a priest and you found sanctuary there and he gave the sanctuary to people. That's like almost in this life. Isn't Juni also giving sanctuary? It's funny how the lives are similar to what they are now. I also saw that in the last pile. It's very amazing how this is the similar. It's very amazing. It's amazing, guys, seeing this. I strongly have the feeling that you guys were like living to the times when Jesus lived. I strongly believe that. Because this is biblical times, and I also see that here in finding sanctuary. And like building churches and wow, so maybe that was this time when you guys were together. Very nice. I also see that here with the woman gaining wisdom, maybe of that time. Wow. That's so interesting, guys. Let's see what else is on that card. Oh, I see, how you say, peacock? Yeah. Peacocks are said to be in paradise, guarding the gates to paradise. So Juni was your paradise. And if you are June biased, he is in this life, right? So show me in 5 cards, universe, the relationship between Juni and the army in this past life. Those are 3. Thank you. Give me 2 more. So we put it in between. Is it the right size? No. This is, we just read upright in this deck. Yes. So, can I get more cards? 1 for this, please. Can I have 1 card for this? One card for this, please. Here. And here, please. Oh, one of my candles was gone. Okay, and I need numbers for this, for this, for this. It's all blue. And for this. And I just take it as it comes, So, let's see if we can get so you guys can see. That's very interesting. I love those readings. They are so fun. Okay, let's see. Your past life with Juni in the biblical ages. You were... Oh, wow, look at this. One of you was in the military. Well, if there was a military. But, I think for those readings, I need to get fit in history. I need history courses. That's funny. But I can see that you were honoring the truth. You were a person of truth. You were a knight, so you shielded yourself. You protected yourself. But you were the only one protecting yourself, This card looks like she has the feeling to protect herself. She was fighting for the truth, yeah. And was very, very... I'm looking for the English word. Like in the military, you're very stiff, and you are bound to the rules. You play by the rules, you know what I mean? So you played by the rules. And you lived from a distance, because I also see that here with a chariot, because you went probably, or they went to you. They came to you. Maybe you were living in the Orient, you know, in Asia. I see that here. But you both were living far away at the beginning. Wow. Look at this. Yeah. For me, this looks like a like some person coming into your house, some new start coming into your house, going to somewhere else to have like moving there. So together, you know, finding each other, like starting a business, starting something with money. You know, money came into the house. And communication happened with the Eight of Wands. And I think, yeah, that's when you guys met. One of you came to the other's house. Yeah, you were meeting at home. Maybe you were married to that person. Like, you know what I mean? One of you was guarded and very protective of the, like, you know, like shielding themselves and waiting for the other one to arrive. And there were news of that person coming to your home. Yeah. Oh, this could be both of you. This could be the two of you. Like, see how, if this was Junie, was a little bit older, but you both were had the same values. I see that here because they both are from the military. So, you know, you probably haven't been in the military in biblical ages, but who knows, you know? And, but you were honoring, both of you had the same values. You were honoring the truth. You were guarding and shielding yourself, and you were waiting for the other one to arrive. And they arrived. And I think they arrived at your home. They came to your home. So Junie came to you. Yay. Wow. Junie brought you money. Look at this. Yeah, money you haven't expected came into your house. And then you had the world in your hand. See that? So something happened that one of you got money. I think you married here. This is for me a new start. Marriage came into the house. Communication. Yeah, this is marriage. So you were both waiting for each other. You met. I think one or the other came to the other person, and something happened here where you got money, and then you had the world in your hand, and you could do everything you wanted. And yeah, you were very like not spending money that much, you know? You were only using it for good things. You were keeping that money, trying to make it more, you know? Oh my God. Because you were afraid of poverty. This is being afraid of. I don't see that you were poor. I think you became... That's the Two of Swords. Yeah, this is air energy. So you were afraid. Both of you were afraid of being poor. Look at this. The Three of Swords. It's like with time, one of you or the both of you were afraid of being poor. That's very interesting. Yeah. And look at this. This is for me like going somewhere else, far away. Very interesting. Wow. That's very interesting. I think let's put the cards together as they were with this. I think this person is in the house. And someone else came, yeah. I think this person came because this is the moving person. And this is the person who was at home. Wow. You know what universe just told me, Spirit? They told me you were already married to a general. But you were not happy. You were waiting for another start. You were not happy. Someone who was very strict to you. You felt like restricted. And this night, this was Junie. He came along and cut you free. And you went with him. Yeah, you went with him and you guys had a new start in this beautiful house. And you got money from your husband. Okay, just tell it how Spirit is telling me. You know? If you resonate, you feel it, you know? I can only tell what I'm seeing here and what Spirit is telling me. Yeah, I have the feeling that, and Spirit told me Junie freed you. And you guys started somewhere else, a new life. And some money was coming in, yeah. Some savings. Something that, savings, they say, yeah, something, maybe you saved with that military person. Because I see that here, your partner was a very rich guy. I see that here, yeah. That's why all this golden money comes in. Those were savings. And then you went somewhere else with Junie. Look at this. But because it was not your money, you were afraid of losing it. You guys had the whole a struggle with being afraid of poorness, but you weren't actually. And that's the wisdom you gained. You know, that live your life daily and not be afraid of becoming poor, because life is changing constantly. Yeah, I see here a card like going to other countries. You traveled a lot with Junie. You traveled a lot. It's because a war was going on. Oh, for your love you had to move on to different countries. There was some kind of war, I see here, and you guys had to travel by boat. See the anchor? You traveled by boat because of your love. You wanted to be together and you stayed together. Because I see the 2 here and the 2. But because of you had to leave your home and your money behind, you were afraid of being poor. But you accepted that challenge because of love. And that's when you gained wisdom. Now I got it. And Junie was your sanctuary because he got you out of that relationship that you were not happy in. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh my God. So let's see how that life inspires you now. Why was that life important for the army in this life? Why is this okay? Oh my gosh, this is the wisdom for studying. Maybe you're studying something with history, army. Look at this. This is the wisdom you gained. Yeah, you traveled the world and your soul has all this wisdom. I also see that here because the chariot is traveling. You traveled the world and gained all the wisdom. And Junie's life task was to give a sanctuary for someone, that you gain this wisdom. And in this life, you're both here again to gain wisdom, both of you. Because this is not only for army, I think this is the wisdom Junie is also acquiring. That's why he's always trying to read. That's why he has the content urge to read. That's very interesting because, he was that sanctuary. He got you out of a place you were not happy in that past life. And you gained all that wisdom by traveling, and of course he did too. But his main task was to provide as a sanctuary, be as a sanctuary. He inspired you in that past life, and that's why he inspires you again in this past. Isn't it amazing how those past life, like also in pile 1, they affect like this life? And this is a union protected by the universe, you know? The universe is watching over you guys. So you guys are here again to acquire knowledge. And Juni is again here to be a sanctuary for you to acquire wisdom. Isn't that amazing? That's like in pile 1. It's exactly I always wonder why those past lives they resemble this lives. I don't know how that is supposed to be understood, but you know, I'm not how do you say? I'm acquiring this wisdom over time too with doing these readings here, you know? Because this is the first pastime reading I'm doing, and like also pile 1, it was like this past life was like resembling why you guys are here, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's the same for so many army of us, like so many armies of like we are here to maybe study some more or finish our past life quests. I don't know. But this is very interesting. And he is a sanctuary, and he is, I think, in this life too, right, Army? Oh my gosh. That's very interesting. Wow. Okay, that's all what I have for Pal Juni. I hope you like it. Let's move on. So, Army, let's do Pile 3. And we have this beautiful sodalite stones. It's against blockages. Look at this. It's beautiful dark blue. Very nice. So let's check that out. Yeah, so let's take a look how you looked like in that past life. So universe, what was the energy of the army in this past life? Wow, look at this. It's the moon. Something you don't know. Wow, she looks like a princess. Like Cinderella. Look at this. Let's see who you spent your past life with. So I can put one of our cuties into that frame. Okay, who's this cutie? Oh, wow. No, not all. Just one. Who is the cutie the army spent the past life with? Jiminy! It's Jiminy, so we take Jiminy. Okay, let's get a picture of Jimin so we can put him... Oh, wait, I want to also get the card. Where is it? Jiminy's card. So let's see, where do we have Jiminy? Here. He looks like a prince for the princess. Because I said that woman looked like a princess. I give you a picture of Jimin where he looks like a princess. Well, he looks like a princess too, but he looks more like a prince. That's our beautiful prince. Look at... Wow. Ooh, I love that picture. So let's look at this past life. That looks fun. Okay, what was the theme? I think something is hidden. She didn't know something. So let's see. What was the theme of this past life? Oh, wow, what's this? What's this? Look at this, guys. It looks like this picture, you know. How the stars? Were you intergalactic on another planet? But doesn't it look like the moon picture, also like the stars? It looks for me like, look at this picture and the galactic picture. It almost has the same energy. She also looks to the stars. That's interesting. Why are the stars? And even Jiminy, look at his shirt. Oh my gosh. I don't even know why I chose the picture of him. That's very interesting. So let's see, what was your life task in that past life, universe? Give me a life task for that army. What was the life task of that army? We look at the zone. And what was the life task of Jimny in the past life? Oh, wow. Look at Jimin's life joy. It says strength. And there it is, star. This is no coincidence, guys. Oh my gosh. What is this all about? He's embracing the like, look at this. It's like embracing the star. Oh, wow. He even wears the shirt with the star. And it says strength. Very interesting. What was your life purpose? Grace. Wow. Wow. It says grace. You were like a star. Look at this. But you were colorful, like in all those purple colors. You even had a purple dress. Pink purple dress. Wow. And look at this. This looks like Grace. Looks like a princess. Huh. This is very interesting. Your life task, Grace, is power and beauty. Being blessed. Through the gift of life alone, you are already part of the miracle of grace. You may feel overwhelmed by the pressures surrounding you, or isolated and disconnected from the beating heart of your relationship to life. Perhaps you are overanalyzing things or measuring your progress by man. Yeah, you feel like alien. Both of you feel like you are aliens to this planet. Like you are born with the stars. And this strength is not only about physical strength, but having the strength to be a star in this world. I think Jiminy was already a star. And look at how you look. You were the epiphany of beauty. I'm very interested in that life. And doesn't those past life always have similarities to this life? That's so amazing. So universe, give me 5 cards that show me the life of Jiminy and this woman, their relationship, and what was all about. Give me 5 cards representing that. What was this past life galactic all about? Okay, now I got 5. Okay, let's see. Universe, give me, why is this card here? But you look beautiful. You're like also a star. Maybe you were 2 stars. Oh, it looks like movie stars in old times. Maybe you were stars in past life. What's this all about? Maybe both of you were stars. Now Jiminy is a star again. Maybe you still become a star in this life. You never know. What's this all about? Wow, very, very interesting. So let's get me some. This is always about blockages. The stone is about overcoming blockages. Well, there's always wands, very passionate energy. Oh wow, look at this. It's all wand energy. I've never had this. very passionate wants energy, and all blue. All those, you know, they have different colors. They're all blue. So all in the mind. Blue is for me the mind. Blue is also the stars, you know, like those colors here. Look at this Jimin card and the galactic. It's blue. Oh my gosh, this stuff is crazy. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, this is the same. I just thought this is the King of Swords, and then the King of Swords comes up again. We had this in the other reading too, I think. Oh my gosh. The King of Swords is a very, like, well-known man. Someone who is known. So a lawyer maybe, or it could be a star. Yeah, someone that was a star maybe on cruises. And I see here that man traveled a lot. By plane also. Because I see here traveling by plane with this guy on this picture. And see that? He was... this card is going on dating. Like, see that Cupid? Cupid shot his arrow. So this guy, the King of Swords, so he could have been in... Oh my gosh, Jimin is an air sign. He's in this life an air sign too. So could have been an air sign in the past life too. So he was... Oh, it just starts right off the bat that he was... he wanted to date you. My God, he was very known. Yeah, look at this. He was famous. He was very known. Look at this. Maybe he was also in the war. I see that here. Maybe he was a war hero or something. He was a star. He was very known in this past life. Yeah. And to be with him, like, he had immense luck. He was very famous. He was known, and he was very well respected by society. Very highly regarded. And I see Jimin here, because also of the air sign, I see Jimin. And you are the woman he wanted to marry. Oh, what's this? The Ace of Wands. Look at this. Is it someone else wanted to marry you? This is for me like the symbol that you are watched. You are watched. This is a new beginning. Let's get the other cards. I wanna see, and then I maybe you had a child together. Let's see. But this is beautiful. This is communication. Oh. Who's Jimin? Now I'm confused. Let's see. I thought Jimin is the star guy. That's why he had to carry the strength. Huh. That's very interesting. I'm trying to figure out that. Here is someone who's famous. Want to take your hand because you are famous too. You are, I see here an actress, someone who acts with her emotions. Yeah. Because, and the moon is also like not knowing or being very emotional, like, you know. And grace was your life purpose. Yeah, deep inner knowing. What's this all about? I'm very I'm very confused right now. So I'm trying to get this. I understand this. This is the person that's famous, that's wanted to marry you. But here you're stealing yourself away and you start a new beginning. And this person, you found someone else. Like I see here the sun. This is not someone famous. This is not someone famous. I see someone here maybe also leaving with their child because she's watched. Look at this. This for me is like someone watches you and that's why you steal away. Maybe he was... Wow, but I see Jimin as that strength guy. This is that famous guy because here we have the stars. Let me see. Mark. Maybe Mark was his name. I just got in Mark. Maybe the name Mark means something to you. Yeah. Someone went away from that. Wow. Found love with someone else who was poor. What's this all about? This is being together in oh, maybe you both stole away. This is that guy from the beginning. The question is, who's Jiminy? Let me get another card. I want to see who's Jimin. Okay, who of these? There are two guys. One guy is poor, one guy is rich and very well known and famous and respected. And you were together. You got an offer. You married this rich guy, this well respected guy, but you went away because you were watched from someone. And you went away. You found love with that guy who was poor, and you lived with this guy till your very end. And you had everything. It's like you also, at the end of your life, you also got the money from this guy. I think that was Jimin. Yeah, I have the feeling Jimin was not the poor guy. I have the feeling Jimin was the one who was sick because you left him. Oh my god, why did you leave Jimin? For someone who was poor, but then you inherited all the money from Jimin. Because Jimin didn't want you to live in poorness. He had a big heart, guys. Wow. What's this? That's very interesting. Yeah, I think I got it. But that's not a nice character. That's not... I want to know why the moon is here. Give me why the moon is here. Oh. Give me why Grace is here. You had to learn Grace Army. Give me why Grace is here. Oh, honor your marriage. Oh my god. Maybe, Army, in this life you honor marriage. You are a lot of, like, you're totally into the marriage thing. You can never imagine having a life without being married. Okay, I tell you something, but it's not really pleasant for you guys. You know, this is a past life with Jiminy. But you had to learn this, yeah. We see how it affects... Okay, so the whole thing is about you both being stars. You were famous, both of you. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, I see now. I got it. Woo! Spirit just told me. Okay. So your life purpose was to learn grace and to honor relationships and marriage, you know. Jimin's life purpose in this past life was to learn strength. And here I see that he was very famous. You were too. Both of you were. I feel you were an actress, a magician, someone who was on stage, someone who worked with tricks and magic. So maybe you were a magician, a woman magician, I don't know. But I see it more as an actress who can switch her roles very easy. Yeah, and you were very spoiled, I would say, because I see here also the moon, no one really got you. Like, you were very closed off. People didn't know who you really were. The only one who knew was Jiminy. And he was like dating you, and how you say that in the old times when you want to marry a woman, you ask her for the hand, you know. He was doing all that. He was very well respected. He was very famous, and he was maybe a war veteran, something like that. I see here very famous, very well respected though. And you guys had a child together, but I see here that you were watched either from him because he didn't know what you were doing because the moon is here, so you were very secretive, a very secretive person. Maybe you didn't even tell Jimin, and you had to learn that craze for being in a marriage. And that's why you went away. You started new beginning. And you found someone else. You found a life with someone else. I don't think you married. No. I think you found someone else. Jiminy was older than you. I see that here. Jiminy was a lot older than you in this past life. And you wanted to have someone, you didn't care about money. No, that was not important for you because you were, yeah, you were that graceful person, you know, beauty. You were very beautiful in this past life. But no one really knew who the real you was because you hid that from society. And you left, I see the 31 here, so maybe you were 31 years when you left Jimin. And you were 26 when you married. Yeah. I think we were 26 when you married him, and for him it was the best what happened to him. He was very much in love. But for you, maybe also because you both were in the public eye. That's why you didn't want to have this. You want to live a life in poverty because you didn't really have poverty because you were rich too, because you were a famous actress. And you left him, and this made him sick. Like, he was very sad that you left him. But you found love with the other person. You were happy. You were not happy. It's not that it was with, that's what is Jimin, but his life purpose was to learn strength. That's why you had to leave, That's why you had to leave, because he had to carry those illuminating stars, and maybe his name was Mark, and maybe he became spiritual because of that, because you were his everything, but you left him because you were not happy in that relationship. Being in the public eye especially, you were not happy. And you left for someone who was poor, like who didn't, but you were not, like, this is poverty, but see, like, this is a contradiction. That's why I didn't get it at the end. This is being two people in poverty, like not showing their wealth, but actually they are wealthy. Because the woman is wealthy, you were wealthy. You had money. Because I see that here you were a famous actress. But you were not happy. I think Jimin was much older than you when you guys married. I think you were 26 and he was 42. I saw that 42 somewhere. Oh, here on the strength card, 42. So you had an age difference from like 20 years. And that's why you couldn't live that. In those times, it was also, I see that here, very strength for a woman. You were very graceful. And that's why you left. And I see you lived in secret. You lived in secret. The society didn't, because you didn't like that, being watched by society. Oh, that's interesting. How's that life affecting your life now? What's that past life? How is that past life affecting your life now? What's the influence of this past life in this life now? What's the influence of this past life in this life now, universe? Let's see. And you lived somewhere else where no one could find you, but you were still not poor. Wow. That's for me like looking at the past, and it's also want energy. So see these wants, those are all want energy. Want. That is want energy is action. So you took action a lot. You had very much masculine energy in that past life. And I see here you had to learn grace. And I think at the end you learned that. Look at this, because this is grace, you know. You learned grace by living kind of poverty, but not in the public eye, but you made your dreams come true. You lived your life how you wanted it, you know. And you didn't want to be seen. That's why the moon is here. You didn't like to be in the public eye. You didn't like that. And Jimin was okay with that. He carried all the strength of this illuminating world on his shoulders, but you were not okay with that. That's why you left. You lived somewhere else. Not in poverty because you had money yourself, but you lived somewhere else and you left him because you couldn't live this life. And the moon also it's something about your inner self. This is here too. That's affecting this life. This card is all about dreams, fulfillment of your dreams, what you feel inside. So because we know, like in the readings before, that those past life affect us in the life now, it's like that the reason why this past life is coming up, because it's like you should meditate and go into yourself, and in like the stars, it's like dreams and stars at night, your dream, you know, it's like making your dreams come true. Being passionate, because I see here all one's energy. You know, Jiminy made his dreams come true in this past life and in this life now. He's always making his dreams because he learned strength, you know. And in this past life, he was like, you know, he was very successful. So he made his dreams come true. And another dream of him was to marry you. And he did that too. And you also left because you wanted to make your dreams come true too. See, you lived a life different for women in the time, and you didn't want to be in the public eye. That's why you went away. And it says, be wary of dreams and interpreting them. They may be true visions of the truth. Yeah. Our dreams provide us with an alternate reality. Limitless and unfettered, we are free to soar with angels or sink to the depths of demons. To imagine, to create, to escape the norm, to wonder and ask, what if? And to awaken and question, why not? See? Now I want to end this reading here because you should, if you resonate with that strongly, Jimin came into your life as BTS now, and you as a fan, he shows you the strength. You can do whatever you want from your life, you know? And maybe you should think about, what are my dreams in this life? What should I make true? Because you did in the past life, you made your dream come true, you know? So that's very interesting. I really love those readings. They are beautiful. So you learned grace in that past life, and Gemini learned strength to carry the weight of the world, and that's what he is doing in this past life, in this life now. Very nice, very interesting, Army. Okay, so I leave you here with this reading. Bye, guys.